Welcome. As always, you know the tune by now. Feel free and breathe easy. Today, we're taking a holiday from our serious, goal-oriented meditation. Those are important, but let's never forget the essence of our best self. Our anxiety-free, wise, and creative self is playful and fun-loving. It's not all hard work. We are going to play with the imagination and go on a relaxing and soul-searching journey to a faraway place. Guided journeys are a wonderful way to relax and to call on the power of the submerged conscious mind. We are going to be making all kinds of mental connections that we wouldn't be able to make without an open and playful imagination. Get totally comfortable and follow your breath as you listen. Try to live into the scene and make it real if you want to. Let go of the inner resistance and relax each time you exhale. Leave the day's worries behind for now. Let's go. Close your eyes and sink into a receptive and meditative calm. Open the eyes of your imagination. Hear the ocean calling. Your feet are in pure, soft sand. You're climbing over a dune, and as you reach the crest, you see it stretching out forever. The glistening white shores of the eternal now. It's a breathtaking view. Kick off your shoes. It's time to enjoy the youth of the moment. Smell the salty air. Play in the sand. Feel the breeze on your face. See the incredible sky, the colors. Watch the ocean break and wash up onto the pure white sands. The ocean of time, the ocean of being, always arriving here and now, forever receding. All that ever exists in this exquisite present moment, here on the shore. Walking here is effortless, and before you know it, you've walked a long way down the beach, splashing your feet and legs in the cool water, breathing in the pure air. Your inner child is awakening. Your holiday state of mind is coming alive. Everywhere you look, there are things that catch your interest. There are shards of delicate shells. And here and there, you see some that are still perfectly intact. Strange alien-looking objects, seaweed, gnarled and twisted pieces of driftwood, all baked in the sun. The textures are mesmerizing. Tiny living creatures scuttle here and there. Birds flock and squawk just past the breakwater. In the distance, you see plumes and spouts of water, and it looks like there might be whales or dolphins. The only footprints on the sand are your own. Looking backwards, you can see the path that has led you here. Yesterday's worries, already washing away with the tide. There's only this extraordinary moment. Nothing else exists. With each step, your cares and fatigue are slipping off your shoulders, forgotten and gone. You are beginning to feel like your original self. Your inner child wants to play on the beach. For a long time, you stroll along the shore, soaking up the energy. From here, you can see many inviting pathways leaving the beach. They disappear into the trees. See them all in your mind's eye. Explore them in your imagination. It looks cool and inviting. Choose your path. Sense which one is calling to your happy inner explorer. It feels good to leave the beach and enter the cool, shaded pathway. Here, on the sandy path, you see new footprints. Very much like your own, but the size of a small child's feet. The ground is rising, and you are at the foot of a magnificent hill with pure white cliffs, dotted with caves and the artwork of natural shapes carved by wind and spray in the sandstone. The vegetation is vibrant and thick. Strange multicolored flowers peep out of the underbrush. Vines growing tiny white blooms hang down from the branches. Everywhere there are tantalizing smells. You reach a forking path, and one of the paths leads up towards the summit of the hill. Then you notice somebody. It is a child, but somehow so familiar. And then it dawns on you. It's you. You're looking at your own self as a child. The young you seems so carefree and wild. The child points at a tranquil Zen pond next to the path, then giggles and runs up the pathway. You stare into the Zen pond and see an unexpected reflection. It is a scene from early in your life. There you are, as a young child, full of hope and trust, full of a sense of awe and wonder. But now something is happening. Something from your memory is surfacing. The day you began to lose your sense of trust in life. Something happened. You were betrayed and hurt. And your young heart began to close the doors. It's a painful scene to watch, even now. But through your wise adult eyes, you can somehow see things differently now. When did you lose trust in life? When did you become so anxious? Life was not always so closed off, was it? Something deep inside you is calling to you, whispering to you, beckoning to you. As you stare into the reflection, calm words come to your mind, almost as if through telepathy. You can choose to go back to a life without this deep sense of trust, if you want to. You are always free to choose your life. Go into the pool if you want to stay in that state of mind, or else you are welcome to follow the path you chose. Continue up the hill. Your choice is obvious. There's no going back. The present is the only reality. As you start climbing up the gentle slope, the images of the past are falling away from your mind. They no longer exist. They have no hold on you. You can choose your state of mind at every moment. You are a child of the present moment. With every step, you are reaffirming your chosen state of mind. Your eyes are open now. You are always safe here in the land of infinite, eternal present. You can now see the wonder of nature all around you. It is as if every blade of grass, every leaf, every stone, all of it shines. It all shines with an inner light, an unexplainable and long forgotten sensation from your childhood. So natural, so obvious. How could anyone forget? This is life. Just this feeling. The world seems like a wonder. It seems grand and mysterious and inviting. Up you climb effortlessly, making your way towards the top of the hill. The small footprints lead off in the sand, showing the way to go. About halfway up, you come to a narrow place in the path. Steep walls appear on either side, and you head into a shallow cave. There in the shade sits the younger you. On the floor is a wide wooden bowl with water in it. You stare into your reflection, and again you are whisked away into another place. You see the many obstacles and challenges that you faced growing up. You feel the uncertainty you felt as a child, and the strength and the endurance in you now. You see the relationships you have had, and also the ones you might have had. You see scenes that you recognize, and others that you don't. 100 versions of your life run through your mind in seconds. Each one is slightly different. In some, there are children. In others, you are alone. In some, you are wealthy. In some, you are poor. In some, you find the love of your life. In others, you don't. Sometimes you are a tyrant. Sometimes you are a saint. Words ring in your inner ear. See the games of your life. See that you were always safe. See how you chose to deal with emotions. See what you carry with you all these many years. See the truth of it now. See the essence of who you are always becoming. See the hopes and dreams of the younger you. See that you are always here in the now. The future is a reflection. The past is a shadow. As you watch the scenes and reflections of your life, it seems so obvious. Difficult choices made you as much as you made them. You felt as if you had no choice. You were not at fault. You did what you could. There was no other way. Somehow, the lack of trust began to overgrow your soul, your headspace, your feelings. Somehow, the eternal inner child was forgotten, neglected. You can clearly see the fiction of your worries and fears. You can see the reality underneath all those many events. It was always your choice. It always will be. You have always been safe. You have always been loved. You've come such a long way. You've struggled so bravely. Those events are in the past. You are welcome to lay down the burden here in this very cave. You are also free to carry those fears or regrets on your back as long as you like. It's up to you. Or simply put them down. Put them out in the sun for all to see. Let go of your attachment to the story. The story is just a story. As you stare into the clear water, you see those thoughts and feelings reaching up to you like creeping vines, like the tentacles of some strange sea animal. Those patterns want to become you. They want to usurp your power. The choice is clear. Leave those behind. Their lessons live inside you, guarding your heart, sharpening your mind, leading always to your awareness of the eternal now. The doorway to the cave opens, and you are free to continue up the hill. Now, you walk the last stretch, hand in hand with the younger version of you. The two of you walk silently together, and there is a friendly feeling of deep trust between you. You reach the top of the hill and look around at the incredible view. The dazzling shoreline stretches out of sight, and the ocean merges with the sky. The whole world lies at your feet, inviting you to explore. Pathway leads to pathway, and all the pathways are you. There is no separation between you and your life. There is no fake person here to boss you around, to assume your roles, to trap you in petty fears and worries. All that exists is beautiful and pure. Even the so-called bad parts. It is a wonderful privilege to be alive, awake, and free. This is your magical home. The eternal now. Take it. It is yours.